Today, we're diving into an ancient Buddhist story that feels, well, it feels like a modern blockbuster. It's a wild tale of impossible determination, mystical cities, and a final twist that changes absolutely everything. It's a hero's journey, sure, but with a reveal so profound it completely redefines what it even means to be the hero.
So where does this incredible story come from? Well, our source for this whole thing is the Sutra of the Great Meaning. It's part of the Chinese Buddhist electronic Tripitaka collection, and it tells this one single, really powerful story that we're going to break down piece by piece.
Okay, I want you to imagine this. Imagine being born, and instead of crying, your very first words are a vow. That's exactly what our hero does. The moment he enters the world, he makes this promise. And this one declaration, it kicks off one of the most unbelievable quests you'll ever hear.
All right, so let's jump right in. At the very beginning, we're starting with the birth of a prince and a mission that is, frankly, impossibly huge. So our hero's name is Great Meaning. And yeah, he's born a prince, surrounded by all the wealth you can imagine. But from his very first breath, he's not interested in power or luxury. His focus is on one single goal: to use charity to end suffering. For everyone.
So you fast forward to when he's 17, and he has this major realization. His parents' fortune, as huge as it is, it's just not enough. It's a drop in the bucket compared to what he wants to do. So he decides he has to go bigger. He's going to set off on this incredibly dangerous journey across the Great Sea to find legendary treasures, not for himself, but for the entire world.
And this, right here, is where the real adventure begins. His journey is going to take him to 4 mystical, hidden cities, and each one is a bigger test than the last. They're designed to push his resolve to the absolute limit.
Just look at how the challenges ramp up here. It's like a video game. He starts at a city made of silver, guarded by a snake with 3 coils. Then a city of gold, 6 coils. Crystal, 9. And finally, lapis lazuli, with a massive snake wrapped around it 12 times. Each time he succeeds, he gets one of these bright moon pearls. And as you can see, its power literally doubles with each city.
Now here's the coolest part. How does he get past these giant venomous snakes? He doesn't fight them, he doesn't use a weapon. He just sits down, focuses his mind, and meditates. His pure intentions and his insane level of concentration are so powerful that they just calm the snakes right down. They lower their heads and fall asleep.
So he's got the 4 pearls, he's heading home, mission accomplished, right? Not even close. The greatest challenge is still waiting for him, and it's a confrontation that seems completely, totally unwinnable.
As he's crossing the ocean, this sea god shows up, and the god is just so jealous of these incredible pearls that he snatches all 4 of them and just throws them into the deepest part of the ocean. In a single second, all of Great Meaning's hard work is just gone.
The sea god is, of course, mocking him. He's like, good luck getting those back. And you know what? He's got a point, right? The ocean is, well, it's the ocean. It's huge. How on earth can one guy possibly hope to empty it to find 4 little pearls? This is the moment the whole story hinges on. Great Meaning's response is just breathtaking. He basically says, look, my life's goal is to end the entire cycle of life and death itself. Compared to that, what is this tiny little sea? And then he actually picks up a bucket and starts bailing it out 1 scoop at a time.
And this is where you just see the sheer power of his will. His determination is so pure and so strong that it literally moves the heavens. Heavenly kings actually descend from the sky to help him, and together they manage to empty 2/3 of the entire ocean. You can just imagine the sea god watching his whole kingdom disappear, just completely terrified.
So yeah, the sea god is totally defeated. He has no choice. He returns the 4 pearls. And Great Meaning finally makes it home, where he uses the treasures to fulfill that vow he made at birth, bringing comfort and aid to everyone. So, the hero wins. The quest is complete. It feels like a perfect ending. But hold on, because the story isn't actually over. In fact, the most profound, mind-bending part is just about to happen. This is the great reveal. So the Buddha, who has been the one telling this whole story to his disciples, he finishes the tale, and then he drops an absolute bombshell. He tells them this wasn't just some old fable. He was telling them a story about himself, from one of his own past lives. Now look at this. This is where it all clicks into place. The hero, Great Meaning, that was the Buddha. The jealous sea god who tried to ruin everything,
That was Devadatta, the Buddha's cousin and biggest rival in his current life. And the kings of those mystical cities, they were his most devoted followers, Ananda, Moggallana, and Sariputta, all sitting right there, listening to him tell the story.
So what's the point? The whole thing is a giant lesson in karma. It shows that the relationships in the Buddha's life, the good and the bad, weren't random. The hero, the villain, the helpers, they weren't meeting for the first time. They were just playing out the next scene in a cosmic drama that had been going on for ages.
And that's what leaves us with this really powerful final thought. This isn't just a story about the Buddhist past, it's a mirror for us, right now. It suggests our actions, our intentions, our relationships, they're all writing the script for our future lives. So it forces you to ask, what role are you playing and what story are you writing today?